All right, 7:13 p.m. Tuesday, 26th of March 2024, and today is my birthday. So, turned 31 today, and I was born 26th March 1993. So, today is 26th March 2024. Freaking 30 years, man. It still feels, I don't know. It's crazy how time passes, but at the same time, it's feels very short too. Yeah. It's wild, but despite everything, at least I try to keep reminding myself that despite everything that's going well now, everything that's not, things I need to work on, things I'm already working on, and things I've already worked on. So, but despite everything, the fact that I'm alive at this very moment, my family is doing fine, my friends are doing fine, and my life is doing fine as well. Of course, there are lots of stuff I need to keep working on. I have still to sort out, but things are fine. There's no crazy shit going on. So I'm thankful, I'm grateful for everyone that's made it possible for this day to be here. And so on this special day, although it's a moment of celebration, since this channel, the very reason for this channel was accountability and me trying to be a bit more honest, me trying to lie a bit less, me trying to be a tad bit better person every single day. This is accountability. All right, let's start counting. Let's go from my waking up to the sleep to the moment I fall asleep. Like everything I'm trying to work on and where I'm at. So this will be like proper accountability. It's been like what, 123rd day this is? Somewhere around that. I forget exactly, 23rd or 24th. I'll get to know after when I'm trying to upload it. So, but yeah, it's been more than 100 days since I started this vlog. And it's been close to 2 years now that I started my self-improvement journey. And so this is my accountability, and this is currently what things I'm working on. So first, early morning. Currently, I'm waking up pretty much close to 5 this last month. Pretty much this whole of last month. So I've been waking up pretty late. So 5. My goal is to wake up around 3. But this past month, I've basically been waking up around 5. 4:45, 5, 4:30 somewhere sometimes, but yeah, mostly 5. And so I need to fix that. I need to, my ultimate goal is 3, but I need to get it down to 4 for now. For at least in the next few months, 4 minimum. That's minimum. 3:30 would be the optimum, 4 minimum, and 3 is my goal. So honestly, if I could do 2:30, that would be even more awesome. But 2:30 is me pushing it because I need to go to bed way early in the evening. So it's kind of not very practical. So 3 is my ultimate goal. 3:30 is optimum. 4 is my current goal. And right now I'm doing about 4:45 to 5 somewhere. So yeah, that's the first thing. My running, that's the one thing that's going the best. As in, like, it's not going perfectly too. My mileage has been dropped by a lot. I'm almost doing half the mileage I should be doing. But according to my goal for the year, which is 2,400 kilometers in 2024, I'm on track. I'm lagging behind by a bit, but it's like if I do what I should be doing, it should be fine. So I'm not that behind, so I can easily catch up. But still, I need to step up my running mileage in a week to at least 60 kilometer. Right now I'm barely doing like 30 or 40. So yeah, that. So running is going fine. Consistency wise, running is doing fine. I'm going out like average 5 days of the week in the morning, so that's all great. Mostly I'm walking because I'm getting a bit lazy, so there's that. But yeah, running is the most consistent one. Habit wise, it's going great. Intensity wise, I need to step it up. So that's that. After that is my pre-run and post-run warm-up stretching sessions. That's going fine. I've been doing it every time I run and stuff, and I'm not been slacking on that, which is great. That's why I'm injury free right now, because the moment I slack on those, I start getting injured. So that's great. That's going fine. Then post run, my first meal of the day is going fine. I usually have like 6 to 7 eggs and then oatmeal. I recently started doing the oatmeal thing. Some oats, 100 gram oats, 300 ml milk, 1 spoon of coffee, and 3 spoons of honey. That's basically my like oatmeal, and then I throw in something whenever I feel like it usually, but that's just it. So that one with eggs and then rice and then some veggies and all that. So my first meal of the day, my plant meal, is going great. I've been very consistent with that, so that's good. And then my second meal in the afternoon, that one is a bit iffy. Sometimes I hit, sometimes I miss. Sometimes I become a bit too adventurous, and sometimes I become a bit too lazy and don't meet my protein requirement for the day, which is about 130 grams per day. So usually I hit it, but sometimes I hit like 100. Sometimes I go above 150. So yeah, need a bit more consistency, but it's 7 out of 10, so which is great as well. And then my consistency with the meal, like with the rule of no meal snacks past 6 p.m. I stick to it most of the time, but that's also like a 7 out of 10. Sometimes I cross it, as you can tell in some of the videos I mentioned it. And so that's another thing. That's also pretty much okay, but I need to step it up a bit. And then my evening workout, I've been slacking it off for the last January, February, around the time, but now I've stepped it up and I'm back to it. I'm doing it, but I need to go from like doing it 3 or 4 times a week to 6 times a week. So like 3 sessions each of push-up and pull-up. So I do alternate. Today I do push session, tomorrow pull-up and push-up, then pull-up. So that's what I do. So yeah, on that, I need to step up from 3 or 4 now to 6, which is my goal. 7 is a bit too much, I feel. So I'll just increase the number and intensity, but 6 times a week is kind of my ultimate goal. And that's also the optimum. So it's a doable optimum. So that's already my optimum, and ultimate goal is 6 days, and minimum would be 4. So right now I'm barely doing 4 some weeks. So that's that. Number wise, my pull-up and push-up has already caught up to where I got lazy last year on the end of December 2023. So I've caught up and I'm almost at the point where I can upgrade again. So push-up is doing great, but pull-ups, I've lost a lot in my last 2 months of procrastination. And so pull-up, I need to catch back up and then get to the point where I need to upgrade it again. So right now, I'm barely doing like 60% of it proper pull-ups, and then the rest I'm doing like, is it concentric? I just jump up and then come down with a controlled, I try to come down controlled. I believe it's the concentric, one of those, but you get my point. So yeah, so almost 30 to 40% is that still. So I have yet to catch up to where I left off last year, end of December. So need to do that. Once I get consistent, it should be easy, and once I start losing a bit more weight. So there's that one. So that's the stuff. Push-ups are doing fine. Pull-ups, I need to step it up, catch back up, and then start stepping it up. And then 6 p.m. meal restriction, pull up the evening session, and my typing is going fine. Like, but I need to step it up by a lot. My goal is to do minimum 1 hour every day, and if possible 2 hours a day of typing, like fast typing, pushing my limit. Right now I'm barely doing like 10 to 20 minutes some days, most days 10 minutes and stuff like that, which is the okay part is that I'm barely doing it, but I need to step up it by a lot. So yeah, there's that. Typing, it's not going well at all, so I'm barely like 2 or 3 out of 10. So need to step it up, need to get more consistent, need to increase the amount of time I do per day. That. And then after that, the other habit I'm trying to work on is obviously Japanese learning, which I've been procrastinating for almost 3 months now, since last December. So I'm fucking it up. I'm 0 out of 10 on that. I apologize for my shitty laziness and all the bullshit I do, but I'm getting back on it, hopefully within the next few days, hopefully. So that's that. I'm doing 0 out of 10 on that. So yeah, I left off like almost 3 months now. So then the other one is the music, which is like, I did plan on starting it sometime soon, but that sometime soon is becoming like few months now. So need to start quickly on that. My excuse was my keyboard. I have my keyboard, it's doing fine. Like there's no way it should go bad. But my excuse was that I am much more interested in guitar. But my guitar, I didn't have access to a good, decent guitar, and the guitar I have access to, it's like the strings are rusted out and all that bullshit. Now recently it's not even recent, like last month I got new strings, very good quality strings, got it properly, tuned and everything. So now it's ready to practice, but I've yet to start on it. So on the music accountability, I just need to start practicing it at least a few minutes every day, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So I'll put it in my schedule tomorrow. Definitely I'll do it 10 minutes at the least. So I'll start it tomorrow, the music one. Let's not procrastinate any further. So guitar, I need to get to it 10 minutes, at least 10 minutes a day, sometime maybe in the afternoon when I can focus on anything else. I can throw in it, just do it. So yeah, that's my accountability for music. And then anything else? Oh yeah, some successful habits I've gotten in recently is the ball practice. So it's like where's the ball? Yeah. So it's like a reflex. So this balls, I got it from Decathlon. This is the hardest, bounciest ball I got on Decathlon, so it's good enough. I mean, I'm not doing anything crazy with it anyways. I'm just bouncing it, trying to catch it, just bounce it, catch it, and then throw it up, catch it. So like very basic. I'm not even bouncing it off the wall because I'm still like, my skill level is so low that it's hard for me to catch it once I bounce it through the wall. So I'm just bouncing it, catching it in this grip rather than letting it fall back here, which is much easier. I started with this, bounce it and it goes up, and then I catch it like this. But now I'm able to do this grip very regularly, very easily, even fast. So yeah, that's my improvement in the last 2 weeks. I've been doing this. So I started doing this ball reaction catch practice for about 1 hour per day, but now I've decreased it to half an hour because I feel like 1 hour is a bit too much for this. So I might as well dedicate that half an hour for adding it more steps, which is actually pretty hard to get in 30k steps per day. So I figured I'll just decrease it to 30 minutes per day. That should be enough for this. Plus this is more like a secondary skill that is actually me working on my hand-eye coordination. Plus, as you guys already know, my vision is kind of fucked up, and so I need to keeping my ability to focus on moving things quickly, small objects and stuff, and then my hand-eye coordination with it. I need to keep practicing it and hopefully get better at it over time, because mine is way below average, and it's one of my biggest like physical weaknesses. So yeah, that is something is I know is very essential to my daily, just doing my daily shit. And so it does become an issue. So I've been getting better in it since I started running and doing all these workouts on consistently, but I need to get way better to even be like cold at the normal average level. So yeah, this is something I'm happy about because I've been very consistent with this since I started it like 2 weeks, about a month back, and I've been doing it for about an hour every day, but I've decreased it to half an hour because it's getting hard to hit 30k. Which I barely hit like 2 or 3 days now since I started. So that's that. That one, ball reaction practice, basically reflex practice. I would have done boxing if I had access to, but currently I'm not exactly in a position to join a boxing gym and stuff, so I'm doing it plus I feel like I'll just get bashed if I join now. So need to work on my reflex, need to get my hand-eye coordination a bit better. And maybe at some point I'll join some kind of from all the research I did, I'm actually interested in Jiu-Jitsu, BJJ, but there's no BJJ gym around here. A friend of mine is in Muay Thai. It's in a Muay Thai gym where they do teach BJJ as well. So I guess that's my only option right now. But let's see how that goes. But for now, I just have so many things I'm working on, so that's the reason why I don't join the gym either, because I don't like, if I go to gym, that waste another, like just going and coming will waste so much of my time. So I exactly can't do that yet. So yeah, until I get my day job situation set, or I can't afford to waste extra time like that. So for now, that's still, I need to get some shits together first. So that's that. So ball reaction is going great on that accountability, new habit, and I've been doing good with it. So 30 minutes every day, that's it. So ball reaction, hand-eye coordination, whatever you call. So that's going great. And then what's another thing I'm working on? Am I forgetting? I might be forgetting some things which I'll add tomorrow. But for now, yeah, I can't think of anything else other than the last two is obviously this vlog thing. I've been very consistent with this as well. Yeah, it's no content. I don't think anyone will even watch this video, so I guess it's fine. But like, my main reason was accountability and like a diary, of my journey to a better me 10 years from now or whatever, how long I can keep doing this shit. So how long YouTube exists, or maybe some other platform will replace it, but I'll continue doing it as long as there's a platform where I can do it. So yeah, so this has been going great. I just missed a few days back, I think day before yesterday or something, I missed. That was the only time I missed for a day. So that was very unfortunate. I wanted to keep my streak going. Unfortunately, I broke it, but even then, it wasn't because I got lazy that day. It's just that I was reading something and I fell asleep. So I'm very proud of this vlog accountability. This is like pretty amazing for me because I'm someone who was scared, not scared, but as in I was very self-conscious to just take a picture or get a picture taken off by someone else. So me doing this like whole recording myself talking to the camera is like I wouldn't even dare imagine this like a year back before I started all this stuff, before I started the whole Joko like taking a picture of your watch early in the morning thing on Instagram first and then getting to YouTube and doing this channel. And yeah, this is amazing. I'm very proud of myself on this. This is the one habit I'm actually proud of the most because it's like something I would never imagine myself doing, and I'm doing it today, doing it now, and this is awesome. So just one day missed, it's almost 120-day streak, something which is amazing, and I hope to keep doing this for the rest of my life, legit. Although this is no content, like I doubt I'll ever get anything out of this. Honestly, at some point I was thinking, you know, in the back of my mind, although I say I do this for myself and the diary thing, and if it somehow inspires someone someday, you know, which would be great. But at the same time, like, you know, as a normal human being, I believe like there's this hidden expectation behind, like, you know, someday something will blow up and then it's gonna become this amazing success story and whatever. But like looking at the stats now, I used to get a few views in my first 50 videos and shit, and it was like 1 2 3 views, 4 views. Some of my most viewed video right now is, I believe, around 25 views, 30 views, something. So I figured I'd get that and eventually grow. But like looking at it now in the last few weeks, it's become pretty much zero. So yeah, I guess I lost anyone who was watching it, because honestly, I'm not giving anything useful either. So understandable, and like I'm not whining, but just like, yeah. So this thing, like, I honestly right now, I like, even that lingering bit of hope in the back of my mind is already, I crushed it. Like, and I figure, fuck it, man, I'll just keep doing this whatever for my own self, and I'm getting more comfortable in my own skin in front of the camera, which is what my main goal of, you know, of this whole channel was. So that's great, and I'm keeping a record of my journey. So, and I'll get more and more detailed over that, the more better I get with this, and maybe the better gear I get and stuff, which can automate things, the editing, the uploads, all. If I can, at some point, if I can pay someone to do that shit for me, I'll immediately do that. But I'll keep recording my journey, my progress in all these habits I'm doing. So this is gonna continue, and I'm proud of it, and I'm glad that it's going well. So there's the accountability. And then the last one is obviously me going to bed, which is, I've been actually consistent last year and stuff, but this year has definitely not been going well. I've been messing it up, especially the last month. I'm like sometimes I'm going to bed at 12, sometimes at 1, and most times it's around 9:30 to 10, which is bad, because my goal, like the optimum goal is 8, my goal is 7:30, and ultimate goal is 7. So because if I go to bed at 7, it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So 3 a.m. If I go to 7, I get 8 hours of sleep till 3 a.m., which is my goal for the early morning wake up time. So ultimate goal is 7, 7:30 is the optimum, and 8 is the bare minimum. So right now I'm crossing 8 most days. Even today I'll probably cross it, because I need to sort this out and then calm down a bit from my birthday, reply to some wishes I got and stuff. And so yeah, I've been messing it up, my sleep schedule, bedtime schedule. So I need to sort this out, because once I sort this out, my early morning schedule, wake up time will be sorted, and then everything else follows. That's the same thing. So that's that. If I talk about consistency for my bedtime, 8, bare minimum 8, it's like 4 out of 10 days I'm consistent. So I'm lagging behind a lot on that, so need to work on that. Anyways, this video has become pretty long, but this is my special birthday accountability for everything I'm working on right now, and things I still need to work on. So other than that, my life on a general, my life, relationships wise, like my relationship with my family is freaking great right now. My relationship with my friends, I'm working on that, and it's pretty good. Like all of my close friends I've got back after me pulling the whole hermit shit during my whole self-improvement journey thing. Fortunately, I don't have the story of friends leaving you because you started on your self journey and stuff. Yeah, there's some distance with some of them, but the friends I know are worth it are here. So I'm fortunate on that regard. Like, yeah. So, and I patched up a bit with a few of my friends as well, and few people I have kind of distanced myself or lost contact over time. So relationship wise, it's going great. If I had to rate it, it would be a 6 out of 10. Family wise, it's 8 out of 10. like my parents. I fixed my relationship with my parents the best, so I'm very proud of that, and I'm glad I even had the opportunity to do it, because I know many of you out there, many people don't even have that opportunity anymore. So I'm very blessed, I'm very fortunate and privileged to have that, and I'm glad I focused on that first and worked it out, so I'm good. Yeah, so relationship wise, overall 6 out of 10. Need to work better on friends, need to work a lot more on acquaintances, and obviously need to work a lot more on other connections, work connections or whatever, like community and all that, because I've really focused, I've zoned it out, I've cut out everything from acquaintance to whole community and neighborhood, all that other relationships, and I've focused entirely on my parents for the last year and a half since I started this journey, because they are the closest people to me, you know, they are the people I can trust the most, obviously. So I've started working from the closest people to me to going outside. So right now I've worked on my the primary relationships, and now I'm slowly going to the secondary and tertiary ones. So yeah, on that. And obviously, you know, I'm someone who's never dated, been in a relationship, so those are the shit I need to start working on now, because I worked on my primary, fixed my relationship with my parents, my family, and with my very close friends, and now I need to branch out a bit. And yeah, so on the social side, that's the shit. So it's going great, honestly. I'm happy with it. I'm taking my baby steps and going further. So on the fitness side, obviously it's going great. That's the one thing I'm most proud of in the last, obviously, as I said, some habits I'm procrastinating, some I'm not, but on a whole, I'd rate my fitness side 7 out of 10, because that's the one thing area of my life that I've been doing the best, and that's the one area that comes easiest to me as well. Like I'm better with habits that are physical. I for whatever reason, I can get very consistent with physical things where I can move my hands and body or whatever. So 7 out of 10 on the physical fitness side. Diet wise as well, I'm very consistent, which is fortunate, and also I'm very glad I'm disciplined on that. I can do it. So fitness, diet, 7 out of 10 on that whole side, health and diet. And then on the professional side, career wise, that's probably the area that is suffering the most currently, because I've already said my current situation. I'm preparing myself to try and crack my APCS, which is Arunachal Pradesh Public Service Commission. It's like the public service exams for government jobs. I guess the counterpart for Western US side and all would be federal works. I have no freaking idea what I'm talking about, but it's the government public servant thing. So in India, it's like government jobs basically. So yeah, that's it. I'm preparing for that. I'm in the middle of that. So I'm focusing on that, but it's not going great. My preparation isn't exactly going great. I'm very inconsistent in my studies still. So that's going bad. At the same time, I'm 31 today, so I should be already doing some jobs and stuff, but I'm not. I'm still unemployed. So that's that. I've been doing writing as a side hustle, some small time content writing and stuff, which is like a very temporary thing. And that's the first job I did. That was I started it about more than a year back. And that's the only job experience I have. So yeah, I need to work out a lot on that. Because of a lot of issues, honestly, I don't want to go too deep on it. Someday when my shit is going right, I'll probably explain it further, because it gets a bit too personal for me to share the reasons why it's hard for me to get into a normal job environment. Lots of issues I need to sort out, and that's why I started with my physical side, because that's where the issues lie. And so yeah, the bottom line is, without going further, is I need to work on that. On a scale, if I'd rate myself on my career and job side, it would be like 1 or 2 out of 10. So I barely even started on it. So yeah, I mean, I'm graduate and all those skill wise, I've worked on my typing as well and all those. So like basic skills, computer skills, I have all those. I have the qualifications and stuff, basic qualifications, but get job experience, getting in like, and even trying to apply for it, finding out, doing my research and all that stuff, which I should have done like 10 years back. I'm still catching up on that regard. So that's honestly one area of my life which I'm doing the worst currently. But I'm just glad I'm not sucking at every part of my life right now, which I was about 3 years back. So now I've fixed like more urgent ones, like my relationships with my parents and like my physical health, which was very urgent, like which was the most fucked up 3 years back, and I've worked on that. So now I finally can afford and have the luxury to slowly start working on relationships, the dating side and the job side as well. So in a way you could call me privileged, like I feel, because many people, they don't have the luxury to just sort out their life first and then try to fix their relationships, like romantic relationship side, and then fix their job side. But in my case, I'm a bit privileged in the sense that I had this time to just sit back and then focus on sorting out my health, my mental issues and stuff, sort out my relationships with my immediate close family, and then slowly branch out to dating relationships, romantic relationships, and then the job side as well. So I am indeed fortunate, and I'm grateful to my parents especially for for not kicking me out of the house, for being unemployed even at this age. But I mean, why did I say but so yeah, so I'm privileged and I'm grateful, beyond grateful, honestly. The more I think about all this stuff and all the improvements and small little achievements I've done this last 2.5, almost 3 years now of self-improvement, the biggest privilege is truly to have the parents I have right now and the life circumstances I have, where I get to work on those things separately, focus on one thing, and then slowly, basically like how Jordan Peterson and many of the people put it, like the best way to like work on ourselves and grow as a person is to truly face your fears and in a controlled environment, and that controlled environment, that small section is so important, because for many people, they can't afford to have that controlled environment to begin with. So in my case, I at least could somehow afford, because of my parents still, I can be dependent on them still at this age, that like I had that it obviously took me willpower. I had my own different issues to resolve compared to people who don't have the luxury. My problems aren't, I mean, I feel they are way smaller than those, but at the same time, let's not discredit myself so much as well. My issues are pretty big issues as well, because many people, I doubt they live 30 years of their life with vision issues that fucks them up for half the day, which is like out of 24 hours, 12 hours I'm fucked in nighttime and all that. So like I had my issues. So like, I mean, I'm going off the tangent again, but the point is like I had that luxury where I could really like control my environment as much as, at least the little things I could control, and then really individually work on the issues I need to work out. When the rest of the issues, I could postpone them a bit, like my job and my outside relations, where I could postpone them slightly for 2 years, which I did, and like really sort out my physical issues first, my mental issues first, and then my relationships after that. And now I'm going out to other acquaintances, to all those other relationships and future relationships. And on the job side, like now I can finally start going for my jobs and careers and all those stuff, really start thinking what I'm gonna do with my life and all that stuff. So this is my privilege. And then I yeah, just having that, it's great. I even forgot the line of thought I was going with, but you get my point. So yeah, so that's what I need to work on. So my job side, career side, I need to work on that. So that's that. And then, is there anything else? Yeah, nothing really. So final verdict, closing line. It's been a long video, but whatever, man. I'm gonna be the only one to watch it back anyways. So whatever. So physical side, it's going the best. Still need to get more consistent with stuff, obviously, but it's going great. Then relationship side is also going pretty okay. Still need to work on a lot and stuff. Need to work on my communication skills. Need to work on my social skills a lot. But at least for my immediate family and close people, it's doing pretty good. And the job and career side, that's where I'm messing up the most. Not messing up as in I'm just left behind by a lot compared to my peers and friends. So I still need to work on that. And I'm actually starting to work on that. So hopefully by the end of this year and by next year, I should be good. So that's that. As I'm actually starting to work on it now after resolving the more urgent areas of my life. So, and what else? Spiritual side, emotional side, I guess. On those side, I feel like the me fixing my physical side of things, my health and stuff has helped a lot with my other areas like emotional, psychological, spiritual, whatever you call it. And those sides I feel are doing great as well. Honestly, those sides are probably where I fucked up the least, even when I was at bottom. Because if those sides were fucked up, I might have killed myself or some crazy shit. I might have done something I would have regretted, but I didn't. And I actually tried to, and I dared to start changing my life. So yeah, I think I'm doing good on the spiritual, emotional, and all that side. So that's pretty much it. That's accountability. Been a long video, but it's been a while since I've done a long video. And today is my birthday, so I guess I can take the luxury of boring the me from 10 years in the future a bit out. So this is me speaking to Daniel in 2034 that this was your mindset when you made this video. So there you go. Deal with the lengthy video, I guess. So anyways, that's it. Weight check, I guess. And I'm pretty heavy today because I did eat a bit. Yeah, 72.3 here by at least 500 extra grams. Those were pork. So yeah, that's it. I've spoken for like 30 minutes or something. So anyways, today's my birthday. Was born 31 years ago, and today I'm 31. Boom. Good night. Signing out. See you in 10 years. All right.